Hey guys, it's John with Shred You, and this is just a super impromptu video to show you kind of how to start doing meal prep. This is a Sunday, a normal time for me to do that kind of thing. So a couple things that I've got all set up. One, Alex, go ahead and pan here. I got a bunch of Tupperware set out. I've got my handy scale that I'll use later. This is where my cooked protein's going to go. I've got some raw chicken thighs here. We could do chicken breasts or whatever you want to do, but I'm going to be cooking dark meat today. And what I've done, you can show them this, you can use extra virgin oil, or I really like avocado oil. This is private selection from, I don't know, maybe that's the name, private selection. It's a cold pressed avocado oil, perfect for cooking with a high smoke point. It means it won't, you can get it pretty hot before it'll, make a mess. Anyway, so what I do is I just pour the avocado oil into a bowl that's got a lid on it. We'll hold it. And then what I'm going to do is I'll just take a fork. I'm going to take some chicken. This is the easy part. Sometimes I'll wear gloves if I've got gloves available, but basically I try not to touch it too much because of salmonella. But I'm just going to open it up, make sure it's nice and open so it's going to cook better in my air fryer. This is a New Wave. Alex, can you get a close-up of the New Wave air fryer for me real quick? And all I'm doing is putting this in the avocado oil. That does two things for me. It's one, it's going to make my, I'm going to use black pepper today. You can use cumin, you can use oregano, whatever kind of spices you want. I usually I've just become a black pepper fan. One, it makes that stay on the chicken real nice while you cook it. The other is you'll have like less, you can look in there, less stickiness in the grate, especially since I'm going to be cooking this for a bit. So you put those in there, obviously, so that, well, I do. I mean, you can stuff it. People have told me you can stuff it. I like to make sure it's well cooked, so everything's on the surface. Stick it in there. In the New Wave, I just take it to poultry and then hit start. It's gonna cook it for 12 minutes. Alexa, set a time alarm for 6 minutes.
6 minutes, starting now.
Awesome. Then I'll probably listen to some music, and at 6 minutes I pull it out, turn it over, and then when it comes out, we're gonna pause the video right now, and I'll pick it up in about 6 minutes, or at the end of it. Thanks. All right, so it's been 12 minutes, so I'm gonna pull it out. You can hear it air fried nice. Put the pepper side up. That's just me though. And then I'll get the next batch. I've already prepped it, so it's ready to go. One thing I didn't tell you, the first time I let it run a cycle to just get really warm in there. Usually the first set of chicken sometimes comes out, I need to cook it a little bit more. So I run a cycle before, so I always try to keep this thing nice and hot for the next one. Start it. Alexa, set an alarm for 6 minutes.
6 minutes, starting now.
Damn cool. All right, and then can you get a picture of that index card? So this is an old thing, but I still use 175 grams of chicken. That's 175 grams of protein, which is comes down to about 180. That's okay. You're good now. 187 grams of chicken per meal. Like if I did 3 meals at 187, that would give me the 175 grams. So this is my handy dandy food scale. It's in grams, and first thing you got to do is put your Tupperware on there, zero that out, and you can put your chicken in. There's 145 grams. over time you will get pretty good at this. So I need 34 grams more. So I'm just gonna slice some of that off. And well, actually I need 187. I
Just
didn't
kinda
do
like
my
the
math
other
right.
one.
So another
Small
10. There's 187. There's 187. So you can see you can get pretty good at this. And I can just set this to the side and then set the next one up and go from there. So put that in there like so.
Did you remember to zero it out?
Yeah, it's zeroed out automatically. And that's pretty close. Again,
132.
yeah, I'm gonna need to take about 5 grams off this bad boy. Because again, the more accurate you're gonna be, the better off you're gonna be. 2 grams. What's 2 grams look like? Not very much. So that's 179 grams. And I got 2 ready to go. I got more headed. I'm gonna switch that in 6. That's just basically how it goes. And that's how you would air fry chicken all day long. So I get a couple sleeves of this. This usually lasts me 3 to 4 days. Thanks a lot.